going to be working on that here in the later times of which we do this. There will be less of an echo for everybody. Oh, why haven't you started streaming yet? Is that better? There we go. That's better. That's better. Just had to change some settings there. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Everybody filing in. Doing a podcast today. So there's not going to be many games or anything. This is mostly just going to be talking to you guys, talking. Maybe go over some current news and games and all that stuff. Got to open up Audacity here and get the actual podcast filming. I need to use Yeti. And there we go. And hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Everybody joining in for the live stream part of it. Looking at my face. Hello. If you notice, we have Tiny Box Tim. He finally came in the mail. You know, I've been waiting to get this guy for a while. We dug him out of storage finally. He's on my desk again. I actually have a desk now. If you remember, the last podcast didn't even have a live setting. It was just kind of thrown up the SoundCloud. I don't even think I advertised it that much. It was actually a pretty awkward podcast anyway. Anyways, due to some technical difficulties, and by technical difficulties I mean falling asleep in the middle of trying to wake up, and my snooze button being my friend, we kind of, we're super late starting this. It was supposed to be an all-day thing, and then it would continue as a podcast with friends when my roommate got back, but because we kind of boned that up, we are now just kind of jumping into this with you guys. It's 2:30 in the afternoon when I'm doing this. We just thought, if you guys who watched the live stream, thank you. I actually lost my job recently due to, people, bunch of bullcrap. It's not important. We're moving on. Actually, recently, when I was setting up to do this, I got a phone call from a few potential employers, and one of them actually sounds like a pretty good idea. So hopefully we'll be able to move on in that direction, have income again. And trust me, if we get this one job, we'll be able to do a lot more videos. Like, I can go places. We'll be able to, go out and do things. It'll be nice. It'll give us an opportunity to actually make more content for you guys, that you guys want. Like, I might actually be able to do the comedy sketches that I've been working on for, like, forever. So, it'd be a good idea. But, anyways, let's actually go ahead and take a look. Let's go out of the gaming world. It's been quite some time since I actually sat down and just talked directly to you guys. And if you guys have any comments or you want to talk or anything, go ahead and leave a message in chat. I should probably actually tweet this out real quick while we're starting for the people who are watching it live. Okay, share to Facebook here. There we go. Posting it to Facebook. And gonna tweet it out, so if any of you follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to see these. These are going to be filmed every once in a while. Hopefully, we're going for once a month, and if we can get it to go that, we'll actually start streaming on a regular basis. That way, we'll live stream, but then we'll be able to upload it as a podcast later on. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. Let's actually get into the news side of this. Oh. The new Star Wars movie's coming out soon. That's cool. I'm kind of looking forward, but not looking forward to it, because, like I said, I'm an original of the first original movies, because I feel Jar Jar Binks and all that, the prequels kind of ruined it, but, that's my opinion in this matter. Oh, the Empire is morphed into a Junta First Order. Oh. Princess Leia has come to the position of the lightsaber once possessed by her father, Darth Vader, and later lost by Luke when Vader separated him from his arm using that "Join me" duel in Empire Strikes Back. So basically, this is going to take all the old characters, throw them into a new setting, and see what happens. Is what this sounds like they're doing. Which, don't get me wrong, that sounds like it'd be a good idea, but at the same time, is it really? Because, I mean, is that what we want? I mean, the lightsabers look pretty freaking awesome, but at the same time, is that something we want? Is what we gotta ask ourselves. Because, to be honest, I'd much rather see a Star Wars movie completely new, like Descendants, or not continuing where the story left off. Because I feel like they kind of finished that for us, if that makes any sense. But anyways, that being said, the gaming deals are coming out. It's starting to be that time of year where everybody tries to sell you all their shit. Let's see. Gaming duels, $40 for Elder Scrolls Online. PS4 has dropped down to $350, which is good news for people like me. I might actually be able to afford one in the future. PC versions of Xbox One's Crackdown 3 and Quantum Break and Scalebound. They're actually making PC versions of games that were supposed to be Xbox exclusives, which is good for Microsoft. They're actually taking a step in the right direction, because I feel like all these exclusive games, it just fuels the hate between console users and PC gamers, and I feel like that's the mature response, is to just make games for everybody instead of exclusiving it for like one certain console, or only for PC, or only for this. I feel like we need to get back to what it used to be. We're like, okay, everybody has this, let's make it on this. Everybody has that, let's make it on that. Or like, just make it a cross-platform game. I mean, it's not too difficult to do. They just don't want to do it because it doesn't make enough money for them. That's basically what they're doing, and I feel like that's kind of BS. But that's just my perspective as a gamer. I mean, I've been gaming since I was like 2 years old, so I kind of get the feeling where it seems like over the course of the time, a lot of these developers like Microsoft and PS4, they're only making games for certain, or for what's going to make them the most money. Like PS3 exclusive, The Last of Us, was a great game. I had to borrow a friend's station and game to play it though. And I feel like they did that just so that, okay, everybody's going to have to buy this PS3 and have to buy this game if they want to play it, because they can't play it anywhere else. It's our game. Nobody else can make it. And at that point, what you're doing is, yes, it's creating supply and demand. Yes, it's making you more money, but you're losing people, because I don't want to have to buy a PS3. I want to buy a PS3 because I want a PS3, not because I can't play a game that I really want to play unless I buy it. It's causing a lot of people to end up having to buy both consoles, which makes both companies money, which may be all fine and dandy for them, but they don't really need more money. What they need to do is start working on games that are cross-platforms. Like, you can play with somebody who has an Xbox One on your PS3, or you can play with somebody on PC with your Xbox. They need to start working on games like that, so that the whole community isn't fighting and jumping at each other's throats, I feel. But that's just from my perspective, and you can choose to read what you want into that. That's just how I feel about this. Resident Evil 2. They're making a new remake of that game. Looking forward to it. 10 out of 10. I liked the game when it came out, but they're actually making an HD remaster by the same people who made the first one, which is going to be good. And look at that. It's for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This, like I said, it needs to stop. Everybody needs to play everything. You can't just exclusive shit. It's not fair to anybody, really. Let's see. They're making a Twin Peaks movie, the third season. No, they're making the third season? Nice. I love this website. We're using GameSpot, by the way, to get all the news. Just for people who don't know, we actually use GameSpot to get a lot of our gaming news, and then when that runs out, we usually go to a few other things. Let's see. Fallout 4 is supposed to have bigger battles. It's going to have a better aim, shoot type battle system, and it's going to be a lot less clunky, which is good news for everybody who's ever played Fallout 3. Okay, let's take a look at this. It looks like there was a Fallout 4 publisher lawsuit against Oculus Rift and Facebook. A United States District Court judge has held up ZeniMax Media's pursuit of a lawsuit against Oculus and its parent company Facebook over alleged stolen secrets. Polygon reports that Judge George A. Silius dismissed motions by Oculus and Facebook to have the allegations leveled by the Fallout and Elder Scrolls publisher thrown out. As a result, the court case will proceed. Oh no, I love Oculus. I'm actually looking forward to the third prototype because that's the one me and I was actually planning on getting. Me and my buddy. For content, could context the contrast to this would be bringing the legality of the claim to the question, which a judge can rule on. Oh, that sucks. I hope, to be honest, that I hope that Oculus wins on this. I mean, I love Bethesda. Is it Bethesda? I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna feel like a jackass if it isn't. No, it's Bethesda Studios. It's Bethesda Studios. They're the Fallout creators. But with them, I hope, I really do. I hope that they do good. I hope they win. Just because, I mean, come on, Bethesda, you're making Fallout 4. You're gonna make millions of dollars anyway. Why are you gonna sue Oculus? What did they even steal? It doesn't even say what they stole in this. It just says that they stole secrets. Like, what secrets? We need to know these things. Come on. Come on, game designers. Make up your mind. Let's see. Oculus Rift creator says James Cameron is wrong about VR. Oh, yeah, no. Virtual reality goes beyond anything you can do. I don't care what anybody says. Virtual reality has been one of the coolest things that I've ever tried. Period. Let's see. There's a new GTA 5 mod where you can have Iron Man's Hulkbuster armor. That's pretty freaking awesome. Ooh, this is what I wanted. The new graphics card. The new graphics card by Radon, the 390X. Okay, let's see. The latest card from AMD isn't the flagship of its new range that distinction is reserved for the Radeon Fury X, but the R9 390X is just as important for the graphics card manufacturer. It's the more affordable card, and it's designed to play games at 144 pixels, which is a sweet spot that bridges the gap between 1080p and 4K. So it's basically like if you're building a computer that you want to kick ass, but you don't want it to cost you a lot of money, this is the card you'd get. I've actually been looking into getting this graphics card because I have to build a new PC, as you guys know. Right now I'm using a little box to run everything, and it's not exactly liking it, so I can't continue series like Fallout or series like games like that. Even though we want to, we can't, because Steam, wait a second, got a yawn. For some reason, Steam is not working. Fallout 3, period. Like, none of it is working. And because of that, I'm not able to record it, even though I was going to continue that series once I moved, because I know that was a series that was well liked. I'm not able to do it. And another thing, apparently, now that Pro Gaming League is becoming a major thing, and legislature is making it a official sport, there's now going to be random drug tests for marijuana and other drugs in pro gaming leagues, which is actually pretty good. I'm proud of them. You know, that's actually pretty good thinking. It's becoming a legitimate sport in which it means it needs to have actual. Really? Pornhub? Okay. Well, anyways, amateur Gamescom footage takes refuge on adult video site amid Bethesda takedowns. Okay, this is kind of funny. This is another one of those things where people build the hype up so much that they start posting E3 and all that on Pornhub just to, you know, kind of be like, oh, this is so good, you know, I fap to this, which is kind of weird, but at the same time, whatever floats your boat, buddy. I'm actually going to play that footage now. I don't have headphones in. It's probably going to be weird feedback on the mic. Yes, I'm wearing headphones, but they're plugged into my microphone right now. You know what? Let me just playback devices. Set as default. Okay. Okay, I'm actually hearing it in my headphones now. That was actually pretty cool. Okay, it actually, from what I can see on here, it looks like they actually improved that a lot. I'm actually very impressed. I'm proud. Good job, Bethesda. You actually did good by your players now. I'm very proud of you. You're growing as a company. But yeah, it looks like they actually really did that. Okay. when this is when the iPhone 6s event is likely to take place. Apple iPad and Apple TV, just no thank you. I'm sorry. I love Apple. I love my iPhone. I love my iPod, but that's about it. This is the best I've gotten out of Apple. Everything else I've gotten from Apple has stank really bad. That being said, however, like, one thing I do have to say though, oh, they're actually growing up. Okay, Nintendo is actually been fighting this for a while, where every year everybody wants, okay, we want a new Smash Bros, we want a new Mario Kart, you have to do this, you have to, it's your job. And finally Nintendo's going, let's not do it every year, but like maybe, space it out a little bit, because as we all know, it's after a while it just becomes a repetitive thing to where nobody plays it, it's just there, and then they stop making money off of it, which again, it's maybe a business move, but I feel it's the one in the right direction, because if you look at Nintendo's history, they've made a lot of great games in between, releases of games that come out often, and I feel like they need to get back to that. Like, what is it called? Squiddies, or I'm not a fan of it, but that game came out. I played it. I see the appeal. I see what makes it a good game. It's just not my type of game. I'm more of a single player game, which I didn't used to be, but it's happened recently where I only play single player games. When you play them every day, for a long period of time, you kind of get used to just playing everything single player, which again makes sense, I guess, in some people, but not to most. Alright, so Nintendo has addressed questions about annualizing franchises such as Mario Kart and Smash Bros., saying it prefers to focus on creating unique new experiences each time, which is good for them, because you don't want to just take the same game and throw a different label on it and then shove it down the production line. That's not fair to gamers in general. It's not fair to anybody. We've already been going for the standard 15 minutes that I usually try to keep these things down to, so we're just going to keep going. There's a lot of new news. I've missed out on a lot. Let's see. Evolve update. Not a fan of that game. I'm going to keep moving on. Sorry. Ugh. I feel like crap today. I don't know why. That's okay, though. Okay, the Rocket League DLC patch available now adds new map and spectator mode. Oh, I have not played this game. I'm yawning. I'm sorry. But I have not played this game, but I've heard it is very good. I've watched other people play this game, Rocket League. For those of you who don't know, it's basically like a giant game of soccer, except played with remote control cars that you drive around. I believe it's console, and I believe it also has a version of it on PC. It's free to play. It's a great game, 10 out of 10. Everybody says they want to play it all the time. A few bigger YouTube stars have said that it's basically touch ball. Nobody cares as long as they touch ball. But that's besides the point. I've heard it's a really good game. Apparently they've added a new map, and now you can spectate other people playing instead of just playing, which is really good. Let's see, Final Fantasy 15, which I believe is a remake, isn't it? No, it's not. This is a brand new game. It's going to get released across everybody gets it at once. It's not going to be, okay, Japan gets it, then America gets it, then other countries get it. It's going to be everybody gets it at once, which is perfect. Let's see. PSP still getting new games, and you can still decide, the look of certain games. That's actually pretty cool. You'd figure the PSP would have died out by now. Oh well. Let's see. Let's keep looking for games, guys. I'm a-looking, I promise. Oh, the new Hearthstone now earns about $20 million every month. The new Hearthstone phone mobile game, which I find kind of funny, because I believe I've heard people saying that if this ever came out on the phone, I would never play it, and yet they're making, $20 million off the same people that said they'd never play it. So, I mean, it goes to show you, sorry, I'm punching my desk with my foot apparently, but it goes to show you, what goes on in a gamer's head. It doesn't really matter what the game is, as long as it's something that we already know we like, we will eventually play it on other platforms. Let's see. Whoopsie frickin' do. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it looks like they're making another Call of Duty clone. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. At beta has 3 maps and 7 modes. Ooh, so different. To be honest, I'm getting really tired of the creators of this game just shitting out a new sequel every freaking year. It's starting to get really irritating when I'm basically playing the same game every year, just different characters and a slightly different plot and newer technology. Come on, guys, grow up, make a new game. Half of your people left to make Titanfall, and it's not like it flopped. It was actually a really good game. Yes, it was a lot like or similar to Call of Duty, but it was different. They made it. They changed a lot of the basic elements. You can't just keep making the same game every year and expect people to keep buying it. I mean, the only people that are buying it are the kids, and all the serious gamers that you would probably make money off of are just looking the other way and buying different games. These guys need to realize that you can't just do this. You know what I mean? Beetlejuice 2 is coming out. I remember the first one very vividly, and Tim Burton's actually going to be returning to direct it, which is actually pretty freaking awesome. Excuse me, phone? Listen here, Siri. Did I talk to you? Siri thought I was talking to her, apparently. Oops. But the Beetlejuice sequel is happening. Burton himself is going to be doing it. I'm very happy. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so the Beetlejuice sequel has been going around for a number of years. Michael Keaton told MTV News that he would reprise his role as the crude, mischief ghost of the title if Burton returned as well. And Tim Burton has agreed that he's going to direct it. So we're going to get all the original cast. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a really good movie, and I feel like we're going to have a good time watching it. They don't have anything out on the actual storyline yet. However, they have said that they're going to be kind of keeping true to the main storyline, so we should be good. It's probably just going to be more mischief or another haunting or something, but I'm actually looking forward to it because the graphics in that movie, the special effects were great for its time, the acting was amazing, and it was all around just a funny movie. Let's see, Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese reteamed for serial killer thriller. Sounds about right. The Devil in the White City is getting a movie. Well, interesting. Xbox One backwards compatibility for Xbox 360 DLC. Just DLC? We want you to be able to use Xbox 360 games, not the DLC, buddy. Come on now. And that's one thing that always irritated me. I mean, you're going to make a new console, but you're not going to make the last gen console able to be played on the new gen. People aren't going to want to get it. That's another reason why I used to be a huge Xbox supporter, now I'm switching over to PS4. Because at least then, even though the games don't work the same, at least the PS4 has free online for most people. Let's see. There's one more page we can look at, and then we'll probably just go back to talking about random shenanigans. So it's a 30-minute podcast. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Jesus Christ, cheese and rice. Oh no. Which game developer went bankrupt? We'll be very upset if it's who I think it is. Wolf the Red Hood Diaries developer Grin, not to be confused with previously shuttered Bionic Commando developer Grin, has filed for bankruptcy and will not be able to fulfill Kickstarter pledges. It's done, there's no way back. We tried, we failed. Shit. Poor guy. I mean, it's always when you drop everything to do something and you get support from so many people and then it just flops. It really does kind of make you feel like crap. Feel sorry for the guy. The Bill Nye documentary breaks crowdfunding records. Jesus Christ. Good for them. Bill Nye's gonna get his own documentary. Good for him. Can't wait to watch it, actually. For those of you who don't know who Bill Nye is, what are you doing? Google it. This is America. And if you're not in America, this is the World Wide Web. You're listening to this on the internet. Google it. It is the best. You will love it. But that being said, they're making more games. Also, Itawa, we miss you. We really do. You made a lot of our childhoods possible. And to be honest, I don't know where half of us would be without you. I probably wouldn't, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now on the internet, if you hadn't made games fun again. Because if you guys remember, following the great video game industry crash, Nintendo kind of emerged from the ashes and saved us. And now the man who was there with us through all of that is gone. Rachel Henderson, hello. Welcome. We've been streaming for far too long. I'm blurry. It fixes itself. That being said, though, I really do love you guys. It's really weird watching this, it really is weird, skipping back to, the beginning of the stream. But that being said, though, I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you want to stay tuned, we will be doing another one here probably around 5 o'clock tonight. This one with a good friend of mine, a guest star, if you will. We will also be doing, a lot more gaming. It's going to be coming out soon. A lot of everything's going to be getting, a little bit better in terms of videos and all that. We're going to actually be getting able to do a lot of new things, moving on to a new job. We should be able to get this thing rolling again. So I love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast, share it with your friends on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me as long as you guys have fun with it. Cameron, you want to focus? You want to focus? Could you please? I'd appreciate it. There we go. We're focused. Anyways, as always, I will see you guys in whatever I do next. Gonna go ahead and skip over to this music here.
Stage name, they will call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. I live like a worm, and I like to play the drum.